The Eric McKenna Project was formed in March of 2019 by Pittsburgher Eric McKenna. The project is free-form and unscripted, with discussions that are unvarnished and purely authentic. Additionally, each engagement is professionally filmed and recorded at Eric's Boogie Street studio, located in Moon Township, Pennsylvania. Guests are by invitation only and come from all walks of life. Discussion topics include business and entrepreneurship, science, art, music and film, comedy, and other entertainment disciplines. Eric's biography includes Pittsburgh Realty agent, radio broadcaster, speaker, and guitarist. Additionally, Eric is the founder of Boogie Street Guitars, a guitar design and marketing firm which has worked with most notably Dimebag Darrell and Kiss legend Paul Stanley. Since 2023, the Eric McKenna Project podcast is exclusively presented by the Cozza Law Group, Pittsburgh's premier business attorneys.
That's my age creeping up on me.
You always blame you being old. Or
I'm not old. I think
know?
it's just I'm early Gen X, so I'm kind of
a cusper.
I'm not baby boomer. I'm a couple years away from being a baby boomer.
I think I'm on the cusp of one of them too. So I'm like, I get you old people, but then I'm like, but I'm young.
What do you mean old people?
Right? I'm like a chameleon. I can
70,
fit in wherever.
Isn't Gen X 1970 to like 80?
No.
Yeah.
No. I was born in 66. 64.
Oh.
Gen X is 64.
I don't know if that's the case. I think you might have made that up.
I'm not a boomer. I'm telling you, I'm not a boomer.
I don't know. I feel like I thought like 1970 is what the beginning of Gen X. From what I've heard.
Ask.
We'll have to
ask AI.
Yeah,
they
hold
will
on.
know.
Now, this is something we're going to get right off the get-go because I'm telling you, it's 64. I'm telling you, it's 64. I'm 2 years into it.
I don't pay attention to any of that stuff, so I don't know.
Well, there is some truth to it, though.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It is interesting. Just so that you can kind of get your bearings around someone. Mm-hmm. Does that so it's like, oh, you knew what it was like to use a rotary phone.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's interesting. So I will probably bring
in the
up
before times, before the web. Yeah. I remember life very well. Yeah.
That's how I gauge people sometimes. So I'm like, okay, so you're like this, and I should probably like.
I played a video from my firm. I said, "This is watch this, and this is how to talk." This guy, he does comedy about Gen X, and it's like, if you're talking to us, get to the fucking point. Like you've got 10 seconds or our attention somewhere else. Because like people will kind of be like, "Well, I was thinking, like, I don't care what you're thinking. What are you asking?" Or if you have a big wind up to a story, like, I don't care. Like, what is the question?
Right.
Like, and I made everybody come in the conference room, watch the video, and say, if you're talking to me, understand this.
Yeah.
If you get past 10 seconds, I don't know what you're
like skip the formalities kind of thing.
Yeah,
like, hey, how's it going?
Skip the stories. Like, I don't even know.
Like, hey, man, do you have like 4 seconds? I got to do this.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, no. Or like, yeah, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
65 to 80?
I made it by a year.
Okay.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm 82. So do you know how
I'm 81.
Do you know what I mean? We kind of bridge that in a good way.
The cusp. It's like astrology, right? There's always the cusp of something.
Right.
Okay. Thanks for gathering. Of course. This should be fun.
Is this lion new?
No. It comes and goes.
Oh,
yeah.
I like
it was there from the beginning, and then I took it away, and then I brought it back, and,
I like it.
Cool. Well, there you go. I was at the other location. I was freaked out because I thought it was reverberating sound. Like I could hear like a little bit of an echo from those two seats. Up here, I don't hear it though. So who knows? I don't know.
Huh.
Okay.
I don't know. Is the world too loud?
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Is our world, is our society too loud?
Again,
is there too much noise in our society for your liking?
Distraction, you mean?
Noise. You define that any way you want. It could be audible noise. It could be informational noise. Whatever it is. Is it too much?
I mean, if you're asking me, I think it's personal to everybody because you create your own reality, truly. So my world is not that noisy because I keep distractions away. Someone else may have a lot more noise in their world than me. But I think it's subjective. That's not an objective question. It's a subjective question in my mind.
There's the attorney here.
Well, I'm just being real, because if you use the word noise and don't define what it is, you tell me to define it. This is a subjective
Rocco,
question.
you're so funny. You want things defined immediately. So it's like, what are we talking about? The definition of noises, auditory, I don't know.
Because the thing is, if you don't give me a definition, I'm going to make up the definition myself and
I understand.
the one I want it to be.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You think it's a noisy world we live in? Unnecessarily noisy. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about algorithms. That noise is supposed to feed into us, right? So is it too much? Maybe. Depends on the day. You know, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Do you doom scroll do we talk about doom scrolling too?
I think we all do at some
Doom
point.
scrolling. Yeah. When is it too much to do that? When it's like feeding.
Are we succumbing to the noise by doing that?
Maybe, and we don't even know it. And then it's like, oh my God, what time is it? I have to get up at 5. Right? Oh my gosh. Right?
That's a reoccurring
It happens
theme in
all
my
the
life.
time. So like, yeah, kinda, right?
Yeah.
We just succumb to it because we're human beings. We're so flawed. So that's where we get taken advantage of.
Yeah. I mean, I see that. I think I do. And I think, I think everybody sets the parameters of their noise level. Like because I could let myself get distracted, or I could say, no, I just got to focus this week, and I will not doom. I can go 2 weeks without doom scrolling if I just say I'm locked in and I have to focus. If I'm not so much locked in, then I will fall into that. So I think it's very subjective, because everybody lives in a different world when you think about it.
That's why we're asking the question.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the term like rotting? Like the kids talk about rotting. Have you heard of this
No,
too?
no.
This is interesting. So like when you're overloaded, everybody has their threshold. They do this thing called rotting. And it's kind of what you think it is, right?
Okay.
Where you like sort of deprive yourself, or like, that means I'm going to go in nature today and like take a long walk because that's my favorite thing to do, right? And I'm going to do that for 4 hours and leave me the hell alone, right? That's a form of rotting. Or you could just like lock yourself in your room and just, watch movies all day. That's a form of rotting. So now we have terms like this because I think there is a lot of noise. So we have to go to these like extremes sometimes. 2 days of nonstop equals 1 day of rotting, and like doctors even talk about this on like
ROTTING?
Yeah, like
RODDING.
no, like rot, like to rot away.
Yeah.
To rot away.
Yeah, to rot away. It's so interesting, but like you're bringing this up, is there too much? And the answer is absolutely yes, there is. It's just going to increase, with all the things happening, right? But we're just going to, like you said, succumb to it because like what else is there?
Have we already succumbed to it?
And like we pick and choose this, probably, right?
If you're doom scrolling at any point in your life, because you admitted that you can shut it off, but then if you ease up on it, you doom scroll. So in those moments, you've succumbed to it. It's so noisy and the inputs are so.
But I look at it, it's a choice. I made the choice.
It's
to do
a
that.
choice. It's a choice. But if if the world wasn't so noisy, that wouldn't be at your fingertips.
I would be doing something else that just did that. I look at
like
doom
what?
I look at doom scrolling as that's just letting my brain do it at once, not being so focused on what's the next thing, like what's in like what business wise or professionally. It's just I'd be watching a movie. That's what I'd be doing, or watching something funny on TV. That's what I'd be doing.
I think that if you allow it to become too loud, then it's too loud. Because I look at my personal experience and it doesn't ever impact. I don't ever get to that point where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time for bed. Right? So if I'm going to get on my phone and I'm going to be on social media, I'm going to be on my phone for social media for 2 hours or an hour or how much time it is. And after that time is up, then I'm going to move on to whatever is next, because it comes down to what is important in my life and what am I trying to achieve. Now, I think that there are people who don't have that purpose, or haven't made a list of things that they want to accomplish. So you don't ever get to that point. So you can just go ahead and doom scroll, right? They have that need to rot. Okay. So for me, I use it as a distraction. I no longer want to think about whatever I had going on during the day. So I'm just going to scroll for an hour on social media. But then after that, there has to be, I have a set list of things that I have to accomplish in my day. And then I move on to those things. So I think if you're a person that doesn't have structure in their life, then yes, I think that it can get too loud. Or if it seems like things are overwhelming and you can't manage them, you know, then that's you allowing that outside to come in and just overtake. I don't know. That's just the way that I look at it.
It's a dangerous distraction to me. Like if case in point, let's say I tackle something and it becomes a little frustrating at the moment, you know, and it's like, it's too easy for me to take a break now because all I got to do is grab this thing over here, flip it over and start looking at it. It's a distraction from the task at hand. It's too easy for me. So yeah, lack of significant discipline. It sounds that way, but I was never that way before until this device entered my life where it's just a pull on any moment of any moment of weakness in my intention, it's a pull.
See, but this is where I will challenge your assumption, because I think, take social media. What did you do beforehand? So if you got judged, you would just sit there and stare at the wall before you. No,
I think I would drive down and drill down and just continue to work through the frustration.
I think we all think that, but if we go back to prior to social media, there was other shit that distracted us. It's not like all of a sudden we have social media now, we've all just become distracted. I think there was always distractions. We just like to think back then that wasn't us. Now there's this, because it's an easy excuse for us to make. It's right in front of us. It's a super easy excuse. I agree with you. It's I have structure in my day. Like, these are the 7 things I need to do today. Once those are done, I don't give a fuck what I do then. I allow myself to do whatever. I may do 20 more things, or I may dick around on social media for an hour. But I got to get these things done. My front end and my back end of my day are structured like with precision. Same thing every day. Before I go to bed, when I wake up. First hour and a half of my day, last hour and a half of my day. In between, I have a list of things I got to do. Once those are done, I'm free to do what I want.
For the web, though, what did you distract yourself with?
I would hang out with friends, go out to the bars, go watch movies, watch TV. Instead of watching TV, I'll watch my phone now. You think about that. It's either I'm not doing both. I'm either watching my phone or I'm watching TV. So prior to me having the phone, I would just watch TV. That was a distraction. Or play video games when I was younger. I think if we all took a hard look back, we'd all find out something that distracted us. We just don't like to think that we were distracted back then.
It was just a different type of accessibility across the board. Yep. So like where you had to go to an arcade at one point to go play video games, it became accessible because like Nintendo and Tetris and whatever, right? So it's increasing the accessibility of anything, information. There's an information overload where a lot of people have a hard time discerning what is right and wrong. And it's like these people who are spreading the wrong message tend to win on the internet because it like spikes the algorithm so greatly.
Yeah. Because the dopamine hit?
Is it a dopamine hit?
I don't know.
Or is it just like it's like it's controversy. People love that kind of stuff. They love fighting. What else? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Where it's like the negative response gets the spike, the surge. So the bad thing gets the traction. When you have these, like we'll just say very good doctors who are trying to like do the right thing out there. Like Callie Means. I don't know if you guys know Callie Means.
Name's familiar.
They're doing some stuff FDA wise and things like that now, but they've been trying to say things for years because they were traditionally trained doctors and they saw some atrocities and now they're fighting for these basic things that, like glyphosate shouldn't be used anymore. Like that causes cancer. We know it, just simple things like that. But sometimes like their message wouldn't win. Right. But they'll mash things up now to make it seem controversial to get the click. And then once you're in, they're actually like, you have to kind of hear them out, say all the things. Right.
So they're adjusting the way they present.
I think,
to kind of adapt to how things are being ingested.
Wouldn't AI do that for them? Yeah. What's going to win?
I would never get to the message.
Yeah.
That would be, to me, I would be like, I can't.
Yeah. I think there's a lot. I think a lot of the problem, to your point, with the controversy, is people don't use critical thinking anymore. They just take what they see as fact, and then they agree with something, and then that's it. There's no real thought.
And anyone can call themselves an expert.
Right. That's exactly right.
Any single person can, and people believe that because you can buy a blue check.
Yep.
And that's your certification.
Yeah.
And that's nuts. And sometimes like traditional education isn't like for everyone, right?
Absolutely. Yep.
And you can become an expert in whatever craft. Like I feel like Eric, you are that, and we are all that individually, right? Traditional schooling or not. Like it's crazy. It's great, but anybody can get away with anything. Apologize later, adjust. Liver King is controversial right now. You guys,
I watched that.
It's crazy.
Holy shit, that is wild.
Did anybody watch? He's like a criminal, you guys. Like he is an absolute criminal.
It is. I watched that documentary on Netflix, and then I've watched the fallout.
Yeah,
it is wild.
Is he wandering around Austin right now, calling out Rogan for a fight or something?
Yeah,
and then he got arrested, and he kind of like filmed it all.
Yeah.
What is his thing? Was he a carnivore? He was a big carnivore dieter or something, or what was
he had these things called the ancestral tenants.
Yeah,
he was selling these supplements, basically saying, "I'm all natural." The dude was juiced out of his mind.
It appears that way.
But he was saying he was all natural. Then someone like got an email that he sent to like one of his coaches. Like he was spending like $10,000 a month on steroids. And then he had to come out and do this apology video, and then it just he spiraled out of control. But the dude's made a shit ton of money, like hundreds of millions of dollars, selling these bullshit supplements. Maybe some of them are good, I don't know, but he was going around eating raw meat and just raw liver and having his kids eat raw liver on. But if you understand the story, it was the marketing company's idea.
You got it.
They came to him and said, "You need to create this character." He created the character, and he just became, and it worked. I mean, he made a shit ton of money from it, but now he has all this backlash. And
he looks really old when you look at his face. Like I don't look older than his age.
But that's the stress on the body from doing all of that, like all of the workouts that he does. There is a threshold to the body. Like there is absolutely too much. And then taking all that stuff, that just enlarges organs and things.
All that tren and HGH just destroyed his body.
Yeah. He's just hammered.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. Yeah. I really do, because I think he just wanted to kind of do the right thing in the beginning.
Yeah,
Marketing took over and then turned him into this thing. He's a circus, and he just fed into all of that, and he is where he is now. And I don't. Is he in jail, or did he?
I think he was on house arrest. I know that, but he got arrested. And he got on house arrest. I don't know. It is fucking wild.
It's bizarre.
I wonder what he eats now.
Eggs. I don't know.
Do you think he still eats raw meat?
Well, he said, I saw one, but he said he started eating vegetables. He started eating vegetables again.
Yeah.
I just think, look, and I feel bad too, because I'm like, if you watch it, I was curious, so I looked into it. And he was just a normal dude.
He was just normal.
I think his wife was a dentist.
Yeah, but he did some questionable stuff with GNC.
Yeah.
He stole money from them, and then he started printing money at one point.
He did.
So I'm telling you. Yeah. So he was doing all kinds of illegal stuff. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh.
So he was already one of those types that it's like, you could manipulate this human to do whatever, because it's like he's driven by something. It's usually like, money, fame,
greed, absolutely.
And There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I feel so bad for him because he literally just wanted to do right for his kids is what he was inspired by, was being a dad and his kids being sick. And he was like, I can't handle this anymore. We have to live differently. And the fundamentals of the things that he talk about. Yeah. Absolutely. Like, this is all about wellness and health.
Yeah, absolutely right.
But it's gone overboard. And it's just, again, like he gave into the noise. That's too much noise.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
It's too much noise.
I don't like to use the word victim, but is he a victim of the noise of the web or social media?
I think
because he chose it.
No, I think he made the choice to fall prey to it. I think, look, if you're spending $10,000 a month on steroids, HGH, and everything else under the sun. Like, there's a point to, like, testosterone replacement therapy, like, that's good, like, to a certain level. This dude was taking astronomical amounts. And then he's telling people, I got this way from eating liver and taking these fucking supplements.
That's when Rogan called him out.
Right.
There's no way that's possible.
Not, I would have had more respect. He's like, yeah, I take this shit, but I also take this because it's healthy. I think he would have had maybe made a little bit less money, but his brand would have had longevity to it. That was going to come out at some point in time. Someone was going to out the guy because he was just being so outlandishly arrogant, and that's what happened. And that's the downfall, and that's the problem. And to bring it back to the noise point, yeah, he gave in to the noise for money.
And don't you think there's a lot of weak souls in society who will succumb to social media noise nonsense? In an effort in their brain to manipulate that, and they don't interact the right way with social media and understand it, and they just go off the freaking deep end. I mean, we could probably make a list of freaking internet celebrities for that reason.
Yeah, people want to be. I just watched a video the other day about this guy. He started a business. He made a photography studio look like the inside of a private jet.
Oh yeah.
It's booked for years.
Yeah.
The influencers would come take pictures like they're flying on a private jet.
Yeah. To go someplace.
Yeah.
Pretend.
Yeah.
And to me, like, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Like,
that dude saw an opportunity, said, yep, I'm going to capitalize on it, and he's booked out for years. Think about that. As big as this room, turned into, looks like the inside of a private jet. Come book it to shoot photos on it.
I've always thought about, like, getting a Maserati or getting, like, a Bentley or something and just funding the entire thing by just letting people shoot pictures in front of the Bentley.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Isn't there a guy that made, like, 6 figures from he bought, like, an old keyboard from a thrift store and put it on, you know how you can, like, hit, like, auto and then it plays a song? I swear to you, look this up.
Okay.
This guy made 6 figures by going to bars, putting that thing down, putting it on auto, and then pretending to, like, I swear to. So what is even reality?
That's awesome.
So what is even reality these days?
That's exactly right.
So there's that one. Sorry.
No, that's interesting. That's a business idea.
Well, no. So look at it like this. Look at it like this, though. We use AI.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. What is the difference between using AI at a different level,
Right?
and
that guy
using the replay?
That guy is a genius.
True.
That guy is
That's
a
true.
genius.
That's true. That's true.
Look, there's a market.
I'm
There's
not
a market
doing it.
for everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Truly.
always joke that
Lawyer feet.
well, no, but no, there was these two guys that, you know, what the old townhouse I used to live in, they were pooper scoopers. You pay them $50 a month to come pick up your dog shit in the yard. They sold their business for multiple 6 figures. All I do is drive around and pick up dog shit.
People will pay King of the Hill, I think.
Hold on, I would pay someone to do that. No, I would.
Everyone
I totally would.
Everyone would.
Yeah.
That's why they. That's
It's
why they
brilliant.
started.
It is brilliant. Listen, I pay people to do everything else.
Yeah.
Why not?
Right.
I get
Do
it.
that.
Yeah. Think the best
I'm looking that up
businesses
later.
are the ones that
I just get my wife to do it.
Will do the things that people don't want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, that's it. Who wants to pick up dog shit? No one. And for $50 a month for 2 dogs, you come every week and pick it up. Yeah, done. I would have paid $100 a month.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Easy.
And that's it. People find out what other people don't want to do and do that.
Yeah, well, that's the source of
The
entrepreneurship.
guy with the piano they probably had a hard time finding musicians to come play live He's like, well, I'm going to pretend I play live and go there. So there's a body there, pretending like he's playing. People think this is awesome. They have live music when it's just a dude faking that he was playing.
I swear to you that he like went on and was like, I'm going to tell you how I became successful. And he's like, you're not going to believe me, but it made me. And he said some astronomical figure in a year. And I was like, oh my God. I was immediately furious. But also I was like, man, this guy's he's a genius.
Yeah. 100%.
He's so dumb. He's a genius. Yeah.
Idiot savant, right?
Well, I'm not mad at him.
I'm not either. I love him.
I was
I'm
doing the
not.
same thing if I thought
Yeah,
about
You
I
it.
love
go.
him so
Okay.
much.
I'm not mad.
I love that.
It's so funny.
Okay. Do you think that we continue to get more and more self-centered in this world because of the world we find ourselves in with social media and or the internet in general and the technology associated with that? Are we more and more self-centered where our lack of interactivity together is going to cause significant problems?
Are you talking about in person?
No, it could be that or not, but just first off, do you believe that society is getting continually more self-centered? The human experience as you see it, do you feel that we are becoming, and again, don't look at it as a negative or positive, are we just more self-centered as each year goes by, or don't you see that?
I mean, I think it's the same as it always been. We just see it more now. Because think about like high school, there were cliques, right? People thought they were better than other people. That's self-centeredness. I think the level of self-centeredness in the human condition is always going to be the same. It's just now it's visible to us a lot more.
Okay.
Because of social media. Take social media away, self-centeredness isn't going to go away. It's still going to be there like it was before social media. I just think, in my belief is we just see it more. That's my belief.
What do you mean by see it more?
I think so. Think about, so we only, when I was in high school, I only saw the people I hung out with. I didn't have a way to go online and see what other people were doing. Now I can go online and see who's being self-centered or appearing to be self-centered. I think people by nature have always been self-centered, right? Humans are egotistical by nature.
Yeah.
I don't think we're getting more. I think we're just seeing it more often because we have the means to see it. Because before social media, before phones, all you saw was your circle. Mm-hmm. That was it. You saw the people you hung out with and maybe 1 degree from them. Now I can see people in California, all over the world, just by going online and see what they're doing, right? I'm connected with people all over the country, all over the world because of a phone and because of social media. 20 years ago, I wasn't. So I only had my circle I could see.
But what about the idea that there's so much self-promotion now because of what I would say would be ego-driven ability to get out there and look at me environment, the self-promotion. And then it goes back to that one, you and I tackled this in 19. We asked a question one time in a panel show, and it's been so long I don't remember the answers. But I think we asked the question to the panel, is everyone in competition with everybody else in society? I mean, not that we sit and think about that all day long, but if you step back from it, because it's constant look at me self-promotion, for those who, which is most people, I think, who want to partake in social-driven media, there's so much self-promotion on all different levels. Are we kind of in competition with everyone over just about everything? And that was something before the web or before social media did not exist.
I don't know. I mean,
but like cultural order in general, there's always going to be people in charge and those who aren't in charge. It's
I'm talking about that. I'm talking about we feel that we're in constant competition.
But wasn't there competition always within social construct?
Yeah. Go back to the Roman Empire. It's the same thing.
You went to the Roman Empire? Wow, okay.
Of course he went to the Roman Empire.
I'm Italian.
I love it. BC.
My people.
I love it. But from if we zoom out and we ask that question, there's always been this dynamic and in life in general, we need each other, but also we need a certain order within society, I guess.
Yeah.
A certain order. I don't think like this is getting muddy.
No,
I almost
but
don't like this question. But do
I
you see where I'm
I know
headed?
exactly where you're going. And
Well, let's go there.
Here's the thing. Here's what I'll say. I think just from our discussions, and I will be very candid, I think your instinct is to blame social media on society's problems. My instinct is or social media shows us society's problems.
It's a mirror, you're saying.
It's a mirror to society. I think
it's
always
amplifying.
been. It's just we see it now. Like there's never been a time in my entire life where there wasn't competition. I've been competing since I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't social media. I was just competing with the people I was around and who I had to compete with. That's just there is a natural order to society.
Yeah, don't drill down on don't drill down on the word competition in terms of competitiveness to get ahead. Mm-hmm. What I'm referring to is maybe the better word would have been comparison as opposed to competition. Because I think I sent you down a wrong path with that.
I still think that happened though. I mean, think about
but not at the scale because the technology nowhere near the same scale. Not even close.
But define the scale. Like I don't understand what you mean
the scale.
by that.
The scale is a young person gets on social media at 14 or 13 and gets an Instagram account, and instead of comparing where they are in the hierarchy or whatever the perceived qualifiers are for that unique person, they used to look at their little clique or group or the 20 people they surround themselves in high school for like their what's cool, what's not cool. Should I wear this? Shouldn't I wear this? Should I say this? Shouldn't I say this? Now, the influence are coming from the world, not just their little parochial group, but the world.
You just answered the question. The comparison was always there. There's just a bigger platform to see it. So you
popular culture has always been a thing, and again, it's the idea that things are so amplified. That we have access to it all the time. That is the underlying thing is the access to it is absolutely.
I'm getting pummeled over
no,
here.
but look at how movies had placements of product within it, and Back to the Future was like a big thing, right? Yep. Where you could see what was it, Pepsi, Nike, all these
Pizza
things.
Hut, they all had product placement in there.
And how long ago was that?
It's the degree of it, though. You don't think that's changed?
But is it real? Is the question. Because the influencer isn't real. Okay?
Right.
So,
but does a 14-year-old know that?
No.
Many of them.
I think that they do, though, right? It doesn't have anything to do with being real for them, right? They see it. They want it. Okay? But the question that you asked was what?
I forget. I mean, do you
are people more self-centered?
Yes.
Okay.
Or the pursuit of self-centeredness, is it stronger today because of the environment and society we find ourselves in compared to decades ago?
No, I think self-centeredness is survival.
That's a good point.
I think that if you 100%. Look at it, it's self-preservation.
Yeah,
and I think that you don't have the ability to live life without being some version of self-centered.
100% agree.
It's good.
100% agree.
It's good.
Yeah, because who's coming to save you?
No one.
Maybe it's just, so you're saying maybe it's just on display more now.
Yeah, look what I did. Look what I've accomplished, right? And that can either motivate or crush someone.
So,
right?
And I look at that, that's not my problem.
Right, the same way I look
problem.
at it.
That's
right.
their insecurities, not mine.
Right.
If I show what I've done, hopefully, if it motivates one person, that's all that matters to me. If it pisses 50 people off, don't give a fuck. Yeah. That's on them.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. You're 100% right. It is. It's survival. It's self-preservation.
Yeah. Go ahead. Be self-centered.
Yeah, absolutely.
All for it.
Well, there's an opportunity in it to, it's like, it's not your alter ego, because I don't want to say that. It's almost like you can create whatever you want now. So it's like social media could be an absolute tool, like one of them, right? So if you have a business or if you're promoting a business, you can use it to amplify that.
Absolutely.
And there's your opportunity to grow.
I wasn't demonizing self-promotion. I mean,
right.
I
get it. Do you think you're a self-promoter?
Of course.
Right. That's what I mean, your show is named the Eric McKenna Project.
Of course. My realty practice.
Right.
I sold
Like,
guitars on
look at this
the
microphone.
And you should be. Like, that's the thing. I think everybody has to be. I think it's always been there. We just see it more at a wider scale because we have access to technology that lets us see what other people are doing. I think if you take technology away and you went, and I see 10 real estate agents in LA promoting themselves like crazy on social media. Take that away, I go to LA, they're doing the same shit. They're just promoting themselves in a different way. It's because you're 100% right. It's self-preservation. No one's going to promote me. No one's going to promote you. You got to do it yourself. So you have to.
Now, again, it wasn't a demonization of self. It just seems like we are all. This is how I feel. I honestly feel that we are all encouraged to either self-promote or strive for an acceptance or a uniqueness.
But we are genuinely, our own perspective is unique to us. I don't know that people even like think about these things anymore. Right. Like they go, I'm not kidding you.
No,
like
right.
That's why I'm asking the
we're
question.
talking about the surface level stuff, right? It's all about image and how you promote yourself, but it's far more than that if you actually look at it. Of course it is. But I think like maybe we just like forget that, or we don't think like these conversations are so vital because like we're hearing all these different perspectives of what each one of us think. We're very similar, all of us think about it, but we're all so different. Every single one of us is so different. We're all unique in our own way, and we promote ourselves in our own way, and we're brands within this brand right now, right? So we're, we all want to be heard, I think is what it is.
Yeah, to be seen and heard.
That's it.
Because it's noisy.
I mean, is it?
In the field we're playing in, it's noisy.
But let me ask you, what's the alternative to self-promotion?
Well, I don't know. I don't want to find out.
That's what I'm saying. So it just is. It's a self-promotion.
I guess again, not to demonize self-promotion. I'm saying, has the web put everyone to a degree, not literally, but it's put everyone in competition with everybody else through comparison.
But now you're conflating the two terms. So competition and comparison. So
okay, let's put competition aside then. Are we in a constant state of comparison as a society?
I think no more or no less than we have without the internet.
I don't think so. It's a vehicle-driven statement, don't you think?
I disagree. I think you're all like you said that there was always an order to society. You're always comparing yourself.
Okay.
Was there any point in time in your life where you weren't comparing yourself to someone?
Probably not.
Right. So you were always doing it. So you're always in a
but
state
I wasn't
of comparison.
comparing myself to like potentially hundreds or thousands
because
of people.
Because you couldn't. You
right.
didn't have access. But you were still. But the point is, you were still making comparisons. It's not like you just said there wasn't a point in time in your life where you weren't making comparisons.
Right.
So now you're just making comparisons to just more people.
Is the
weight
still
making?
But is the weight of the comparison different?
I don't believe. No. I don't believe. That's my position.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about comparison or competing. Or I just have my list of things I need to get done. Okay, like
right. Just let us do our things.
I don't scroll on social media and be like, what does the guy down the street have? Right. And I think that's what people used to do. Right? It wasn't on social media. It was like, where did I live? And the people who made up my social, surroundings, what did they have? And I need to go ahead.
Maybe we're replacing it. Maybe
we have.
replacing
Hence the term keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah. Yes.
That was before social media. That term was created to talk about comparing yourself to the Joneses down the street. You have the new Cadillac in the new house.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. We just now have social media to find the Joneses.
Right. Because we don't leave our house.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
We don't socialize in physical presence.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So now we have to do it on social media. So the world has evolved to make sure that we still buy stuff, which is really what it's all about.
Or stay connected.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
Or stay connected.
I agree.
That's what they say. It's social media. It's to stay connected.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Jones have the new Range Rover, and I need that.
Well, you two can commiserate.
Or like
about
you
that
want
vehicle.
that. Or like you want that. Do you need it or do you want it?
No, I need it.
Okay.
I can't drive it. It's not a, yeah.
Yeah. Heard.
It's not a want.
Yeah.
You're perplexed, man.
No, I'm good. This is why we did the podcast, man. I never want to come out of these things feeling like I didn't get anything out of it. You know, I want my face smacked around a little bit. And I know you're just the guy to do it. So,
I'm not doing it intentionally. I just disagree.
okay, now this is where Rocco and I will really disagree, but I want to ask your opinion. So let him answer last.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm gonna sit here and drink my water.
Okay. Do you feel that there is a predatory nature to the way social media operates? I'm not even going to say directed toward kids. I'm just directed toward the human experience. Do you think there's a predatory nature in the way the mechanics of how it works? The vertical scroll, we'll take that as the top. Do you feel, and again, I'm not saying to alleviate the user responsibility. I'm not saying that because both things can be true. Mm-hmm. Ultimately, I believe users have responsibility for everything they do. Mm-hmm. However, is there a predatory nature in the mechanism which presents the content within the app?
I mean, the way that they designed how this works, it's meant to achieve a goal, and it absolutely achieves it on a very high level. Is it meant in like predatory is like a negative, sort of negative kind of connotation where it's...
Yeah, it's a tough word to use. I don't like it either, but I don't know what other words to use. Manipulates.
I would say they've manipulated it. Yes, they've manipulated it. But predatory, I don't know that you can put your finger on that exactly. I don't know that people meant for this to get the dark side so dark. I don't ever think humans mean to make things so dark. I think that people understand that there's good and bad and there's this balance to it, but like you say predatory and it just makes you feel like you're not in control and that you're being like attacked. I don't know that we're being attacked. I just think that they've cracked the code, right?
Of what?
How we respond, how human nature responds, like how they've hacked our brain essentially in our dopamine response, right? Essentially, that's what it is. So is it like, drug use? I guess you could compare it to these things for some people. I don't know that it's like, is it absolute? Yeah, speaking in absolutes kind of like scares me. I always leave a little wiggle room because I never know. No one knows anything. But I can't believe that this was brought onto us for the negativity, like for the predatory aspect. I think they were just like, man, we did such a good job. Crap. And there's no law, right? There's like law becomes blurry, and it just is expanding incredibly. Yeah. I mean, incredibly, it's expanding, and we can't stop it. Or can we stop it? Wait, can we stop it? I don't know.
You can stop anything.
Sorry.
You just don't use it. But it comes down to the human choice. And what I'm saying is when you... Well, I'll ask you.
Yeah.
I'll give you my opinion. Miss
I know, right?
Miss Free Will over here. I already know.
I'm the wrong person to ask. We already know that. Okay. So I think that social media and the algorithm is a reflection of human nature. And I believe that it reflects us in our truest form. And because everyone is an individual, that's what we see. Okay. So the algorithm doesn't show everyone the same content. Mm-hmm. So if we are seeing content that is predatory or disturbing or eats people alive, then that's the content that we're focusing on. Whereas if we're looking at the positive, then that's what we see. So the algorithm has learned to show people exactly who they are.
I agree wholeheartedly. And maybe I should have clarified that. My question was more about the delivery method, not the content.
So the
delivery method was this. See, this is what I believe to be true. I believe that at some point in time, and I don't have the exact history, whether it was Facebook or whether it was Instagram, same company,
MySpace.
I guess. Well, the vertical scroll was technology that the social media companies, I believe Facebook was initially with Zuckerberg, they went to Vegas. They went to the machine. They went to the companies that make slot machines, and they wanted to understand why the addictive nature of that, what was going on there. Besides money, of course it was money,
right.
But why was that? Why did it go vertical and not horizontal was the first question. Like why they tested horizontal scrolling and it just didn't do anything. But the vertical was something else. And and those folks in the gaming industry had already figured that out. So that is what they did. They hired a bunch of these super brains and brought them over. And I think Instagram was the first one who really dove deeply into the vertical scroll. But I think especially because of the youth, do you think that mechanism, even if it didn't start out to be predatory, which I have my doubts about that too, but did it end up being? In the long run, here we are 14 years into it.
It's like successful business, okay? So that's what it is. So
it's
if
capitalism.
if I need to sell ads, I need to catch people's attention. And if I need to keep their attention so that you see my ad, then I need you to scroll to the next ad, okay? So that is what it is. And that's why they went to Vegas, because people will sit in front of a slot machine for 48 hours and not move. And they get the win, right?
Yeah.
That's it. So they just moved it to
They're
another
smart,
format.
Smart. Ask yourself this question.
Do you not see anything ethically wrong with that?
No.
No. If someone came to you and said, hey, I figured out a way to get people to look at all your listings as much as possible, I'm going to just show you how to format them so people will look at them. And we can guarantee you people will stay on your listings for X amount of time. Would you be like, no, it's predatory, I'm not going to do that?
Yeah, sign me up.
Exactly. So it's business. That's what it is. I mean, you have to think about it like, I know there's people want to demonize social media because it's not all great, but they're smart business people, plain and simple.
Well,
like they figured out human nature. That's what it is. They figured out, like you said, the human brain. They figured out the thing every ad agency has been trying to do since ad agencies begun. They figured out in a short amount of time, and they've made a shit ton of money, and all their shareholders have made a shit ton of money. And I can guarantee you, any one of us sitting in this room that has a business and they said, hey, I got a formula that if you do this, it's going to keep people looking at your shit and only your shit all day long. Every one of us are like, yep, sign me up. I can guarantee that. And that's exactly what they did. That's how I look at it. It's capitalism. Plain and simple.
No, it's definitely capitalism. That's undisputable.
I don't think it's predatory. I mean, that's a hard, like you said, that's a hard word to play. I mean, there's definitely manipulation, but ads are manipulative in nature. I mean, think about every ad you see. Like, think about pharmaceutical ads. They make it the music's nice, the people are nice, and
They're
all
dancing.
the side effects.
Yeah, they're dancing.
Saying, you may die if you take this, but we're happy.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, it is. I think it's just Pennsylvania, just the United States and Australia have them, right? Is that true? There's the only two countries that permit pharmaceutical advertisement on.
I know U.S. I don't know the other ones. But I know there's very few that do. U.S. is one of them. But that's the thing. But they have to have all the warnings. But that's why they have the cheery music, the cheery visuals, but then all the warnings in the background.
So
let's take this in a similar direction. So, where do you stand on the concept of consumer protection in products? the method it's that is done. Obviously that's a wide open statement there, but like your stance would be that the mechanism, the vertical scroll, is not predatory. It is what it is, and I'm guessing you wouldn't be in I don't know, you wouldn't be for any kind of regulation, especially when it comes to youth using that.
There is regulation for youth using it.
What's the regulation?
California has the CCPA. There's a ton of acts for when a Child Protection Act. I mean, I deal with this shit all the time. You have to be 13, older than 13 to sign on. You can't. That's why you have to verify age. There's a lot of laws in place to protect children. That's why they have Messenger for kids. They have these apps with have parental controls on it. They have to have. There's laws in place in each state.
Oh yeah, I mean. Yes, to do them harm, other people doing harm on them. But in terms
that's for them to access the platforms. Mm-hmm. They can't access the platforms if they're under 13.
They do.
Then that's the fucking parents' problem. Like you can't have these companies police the world. The parents have to step in.
I'm not saying that.
But I'm saying like the parents have to step in. You can't absolve the parents of if my kid's 10 years old and I'm letting them on Instagram. I'm a shitty parent. Mm-hmm. If I look at it that way, it's not the company's job to make sure they have to follow the law, and they do. But you expect them to go in and say, okay, well, how are they supposed to upload your social security number, upload your social security card?
I have no idea how they do
That's what I'm saying. So there's a certain level. There's a certain level of responsibility has to shift back to the parents at some point in time. Mm-hmm. And to me, that these laws are in place. If you're 13 or under, you can't access these things. Parents have to step in and say, okay, my kid should not be on these things. Mm-hmm. That's how I look at it. And that's the lawyer in me talking. Also the capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
But you're a parent, too.
I'm also a parent, yeah. 100%, yes. So if I let my kids on, that's my choice. And that means I'm monitoring them and making sure.
As best as you can.
Exactly. Like anything my kids are on, we have all the passwords to. I can go on any point in time.
Oh, I get that.
I don't know why you always look at me like that. No, I don't. I don't know. I tend to agree with you. I think that the different social medias have already put the proper checks in place to make sure that they kind of check all those boxes. Mm-hmm. And you're right. I'm a bad parent. I mean, I gave my kids access to social media. I think they were young, right? But I definitely had all their logins and things exactly of that nature. But I think about it, it goes even further. It's not just social media, right? So it becomes like the gaming systems, right? Because now there's all of that as well. And then there's streaming and that all ties into it. And now it's just on the internet and you're on Twitch or, one of these other platforms. It all does become our responsibility as parents to make sure, and they do put all those.
It should be.
You literally have to sign your life away whenever. Yes. Now, do the kids create fake accounts? Yeah, they create fake accounts, which is one of the reasons why I let my kids have the accounts. Because at least then I know, right? I mean, now they're grown and they're not too twisted, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
My kid is not on social media. She's 11. Okay. I can't do it. Yeah. I ask her before I post a picture of her. I feel like she should have a choice in what I do as a parent as well. Mm-hmm. And maybe that's giving her too much power. I don't know that that's a thing. But it's her. Yeah. So I always ask, should I post this? Whatever. Mm-hmm. I sort of teeter the line of wanting to be anonymous in a way. Mm-hmm. I don't post personal things on social media. I'm pretty straightforward when it comes to my use of it. I think you have to understand your use of it. Mm-hmm. I know what kids do on there. We did the same thing when the internet, when AOL. Yeah. Chat rooms and stuff like that.
Good Lord.
So we understand.
I don't ever want to see those chats ever.
But do you
they're out there somewhere,
This is awful.
Yeah, where do they have these stored?
Somewhere.
But we know what it's like in a certain way. Mm-hmm. but now it's so amplified and they have access to more things. It's like, you're like, no, I know what that was like. Go ahead and have it. Cause like, I know if I withhold it from you, you're just gonna like go off the deep end here. So just take it. Right. I feel like my kid's gonna be like that too, because of me being me, maybe.
Yeah.
But I know that like she is her, but like I can see these like twinges of things as she's getting older and becoming a teenager and wanting.
Sure.
Right. She has like an old iPhone. Does that count? That just is Wi-Fi that can't really do much. Is that giving her access?
It has,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It is a little bit, huh?
Right? But she has internet access. She's got everything,
on there.
okay?
I
Not only that,
know.
she's 11, which means you have no idea.
Listen, I hear
Also
some of the
true.
things that she like listens to, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing on there? Like, let me see it right now. But she has good discernment where if it gets a little wild, she's like, I shouldn't be watching this. So she actually, like, she can make a good choice.
Like a self-police.
Kind of.
Yeah,
It's really
my
crazy.
kids would do that all the time. I'm going to point this out so you think that I'm not doing this, and then we're going to go do this.
Right. They're doing it. They're
Yeah.
doing stuff
Yes.
anyway.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah,
like,
they're
can
doing
you
stuff.
discern right from
Yeah.
wrong? Like, did
No,
I...
Mom, I don't want to watch that movie, but I'm on social media over here doing this.
right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right.
That is exactly right.
Right. We're watching a movie together and you're on. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
like, look, again, all these things are just being amplified and technology is allowing these things to happen. There's going to be like these very like insidious things that happen or
yeah.
but these people crack the code. You got to give them like their due diligence, you know.
Yeah. Their due reward.
Yeah,
I
like
mean, they
you
figured
have
it
to
out.
respect it, but like
Absolutely.
these people that though have come forward and they're like, we knew certain things were wrong. That's going to happen because there's going to be people in power that take advantage of the power and kind of make the
Oh,
choice,
Sure.
Yeah.
you know, that is not good.
100%.
You're always going to have that. Yeah, but like Sammy, like we choose to live within our own world, and that is right. Like my algorithm honestly is like baby animals, healthcare people,
Yeah.
yeah,
mine's
like
the same thing.
researchers, like talking about research. I'm not kidding you. And that's about it. That's the world that I live in.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's too noisy, but yeah, like I can doom scroll it out and I shouldn't be doing that. Right. So yeah, they have hacked our humanity is what it is. That's what scares everyone about this. They've hacked humanity and how we operate. So if you stick something in front of us, what are we going to do? They know what we're going to do. But we have to become smarter and we have to
Exactly
get
right.
goals.
Are we getting any
Right.
smarter?
Well, that's what we were talking about Chat GBT and how it makes people dumb. But like,
Can.
but it can.
Yeah.
But it can make you very smart.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So
The
choice is-
level of curiousness one actually has.
Yeah, and it's individual choice, right? I think there's always been smart people. There's always been dumb people through the history of the world. It's just some people choose to inquire, other people choose to accept what's told.
Is it easier for the dumb to skate through though because of the web? Because your point's well taken. Before the web, if you literally were really dumb and lazy, life is going to be hard for you. I mean, really, because you had to do a certain level of have to have some kind of aptitude to survive. Is that actually true anymore?
No, I think the dumb are still dumb, and everyone sees it. Okay?
yeah, but do they
it's
get
like in your-
rewarded for being dumb though?
I think it's easier for them to make money now.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
It's
at least
like,
they'll survive, okay?
Yeah. They don't.
Well,
make,
that's
but
what
it-
I mean. They can survive being dumb now.
But at some point,
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't you just ask yourself, like, aren't they just going to take advantage of the fact that it's so easy and slack off, right? And then they're going to suck at that too.
Yeah,
and then
they do.
everyone is
And they
going to be
do.
like,
Yes.
man,
Yeah.
not only are you like dumb, right? But you have all this technology.
You're dumb at being dumb.
Yes. And it's still not helping you.
Yeah, I always say if if you can't, if you're that strapped, you can't figure out how to make a couple $1,000s online.
Yeah.
You just don't want to.
No.
You're just lazy. Because I've known kids that are 15, 16 years old making 20 grand a month online just doing something. Like, literally just because they figured it out. They put in the work. It comes down to work ethic. It's not only being dumb, it's that people just, not necessarily saying they're dumb, they don't have the work ethic. Because guess what? It's the internet makes access to things easier, but you still have to put in the work.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different kind of work.
Right. And so the people that don't want to do the work, whether they have access to something that's easier or not, they're still not going to do the work. I could give somebody the exact playbook to do something. I could give them exactly the formula how I did to start my firm, and I'm not worried because most people aren't going to put the work in to do it.
That's always been the case.
And that's whether, now or 20 years ago or 20 years in the future, it's always going to be the same. That's just human nature.
I mean, when we started the guitar business at the beginning of the internet, people would say, "Aren't you worried that other people are going to do it?" I go, I can't worry about what other people are doing. But what I noticed was that not many would do it. Mm-hmm. I could ask a lot of questions on how you're doing that, and I tell people like an idiot they wouldn't do it because it still required a level of risk, a level of self-education, all that stuff. So
that's like fitness. When you think of fitness, right? You can tell somebody blue in their face how to get healthy, but if they're not going to do the work, you can't force somebody to do the work.
Well, nobody wants to hear it. That's the problem. Not one person wants to hear it.
So true.
So
true.
They don't want to hear it. Plus, they don't want to do it. So now you're up against, everything at that point. So, yeah, that's this service industry is difficult, is what it is. It's just difficult.
What I always tell people, I had this discussion yesterday in the office. We have this mastermind, and we were talking about sales and service. You can't tell somebody they have a problem and that you have the solution. You have to help them find the problem and then realize they need your solution. But if you try and go in and say, "Hey, you're unhealthy," or "Hey, you fucked this up, I have a solution," I'm like, "No, I didn't." Because we were talking about trying to sell to business owners. It's like, if you come into my business and tell me I have something wrong, I'm like, "Fuck you. No, I don't. This is my baby. I'm going to argue till I'm blue in the face to prove you."
You must deal with that every day.
But if you come in and help me see the problem myself, and then holy shit, I realize I have a problem. Thank you for helping me identify it. And then I realize you have the solution. I'm more likely to buy from you. But if you tell me I have a problem out of the jump, like this woman was talking about wellness and corporate wellness. I said, if you come to me and tell me you do corporate wellness, you're not going to sell me because I'm not a corporation. I'm the farthest thing from a corporation. But if you come in and say, "Hey, I want to talk to you about just wellness in general, and I think I have some interesting things to chat," and then you help me identify how making my employees well can increase productivity or increase my bottom line, but don't use the word corporate. The moment you say corporate wellness, I'm like, you don't know me, you don't know my business, we're not a corporation, get the fuck out. But most people want to tell somebody, "Here's your problem, I have the solution." It's like, no, I don't have a problem. And that's why most people that have sold to me can't sell to me, because you're telling me I have a problem. Help me find the problem on my own. Then you'll get me to buy.
Yeah, you want it to be revealed to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Through your own questioning.
Yeah, right. I have to reveal. I have to come to the
self-reveal.
Oh shit, I have a problem. Yes.
Well, a lot of people in the sales process just throw up their product or whatever they're selling all over you, right? So they don't allow the opportunity.
Vomit. Yes.
I need to understand your business first. And then once we have that conversation and you have the ability to explain to me what are the challenges that you're faced with, right? And then that's an open book, and I can then come in and help you identify how we're going to pinpoint these things. And it's not necessarily fixing, right? It's all about how do we support, right? How do we support this so your team is more efficient, so you save times. And that, in fact, saves you money and energy, and then your workforce is happier. And your business is better. But it all does come down to that whole, I need to have a better understanding, less about throwing up your product all over. Everyone does it.
Trust me, I get sold to once a day by someone.
Do you have time for a call?
Yeah.
I want to do my PowerPoint presentation.
One of the best videos I saw, and this kind of goes to my feed, it's all about business and investing and sales. So one of the best sales videos it was talking about, it says, Porsche, they don't sell cars. They sell a feeling. Rolex. They don't sell watches. They sell a feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's exactly what every salesperson should understand. What is the feeling I want from this solving this problem? Is going to give me what feeling? And how are you going to make me feel better? Like, that's it. Like, if you can sell me a feeling, I'll buy from you. But if you sell me a solution, it's like, do I need the solution?
Well, so, some products are actually all about the feeling because there's no problem. You buy a Rolex not because you can't tell time, you know what I mean,
'cause you
or a
wanna
piece of
wear it.
jewelry because you got the feeling.
Yeah.
That's all they got's the feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they make it work.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. But it comes down to, because we were talking in this group, and it was, I said, one of the challenges I've seen with people is they have a solution and they want to create a problem that you have to fit their solution,
Right.
instead of understanding the problems you have
Yeah.
and then helping you find the solution. It's like, I have this product, I have this system, I have this coaching program, and you have this problem. It's like, well, I don't have that problem, but you have this problem, and I have this. Here's the solution.
You don't even know you have this problem.
That's just like, you don't know I have.
You don't know, but you do.
Right,
okay?
that's exactly it. And I get at least 2 or 3 times a week, I get
funny.
sold something like that. And I'm like, you don't even understand what I do. Like, how do you know the problems I have? How do you know your solution? Like, people will just cold email me, hey, we have a great solution for personal injury firms. Like, we're not a personal injury firm. Like, did you even look at our fucking website?
No. They didn't.
But that's the shit that
Yeah.
now if they came at me differently, it'd be a totally different ballgame.
They pulled the marketing file and they dumped
Yes.
it into the CRM,
Yeah.
and then they
Yes, that's
compiled a
exactly
list
right.
of attorneys,
That's exactly
and then
right.
they
100%.
sent out a mail merge.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Yeah. They don't know anything about you.
Yeah, I 100% agree.
What fields or particular jobs do you see going away shortly because of AI?
A lot of them.
Do you think
What's
we'll
gonna
have
be the,
mail?
What's going to be the first casualties?
The dumb ones.
I don't know why we have mail now.
I know. Everything that I have
Should
is
be-
just like auto
should be once a week.
debited.
Once a week.
I like the mail.
So do
I
I.
still get excited when I
Yeah.
get it. I really
It's
do.
got
Like,
my name on it.
I
Okay.
get the emails from the post office, like, what's coming today? I'm like, this is great. Like,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
coming. I do. Like, I'm one of those. I still write out physical bills and write out checks.
I don't
Really?
do
Yeah.
all of them, but there's a
Okay.
couple.
Yeah, I just like.
I send note cards
I
out.
like. I do. I send
Handwritten
out
note
handwritten
cards,
thank you
yeah.
cards all the time. I like the act of doing it.
Yeah.
If there's something about it, it's nostalgia.
But it slows you down, too.
It does,
That
yeah,
moment, for that
absolutely.
moment, you know.
How's your handwriting though?
Terrible.
Oh.
Terrible.
See?
Like, terrible. But that's what makes it authentic.
I can't read it.
Right, like it's very authentic. It looks like a 33.
They got a
three-year-old.
They have to
magnifying
take
glass
time
looking
reading
at
it too.
Exactly.
To make sure they understand what it says.
Exactly.
See, it slows them down, too, on the receiving
Right.
end.
Yeah.
And then, but I can tell you this: that out of the handwritten thank you cards I've written this year, probably about 75% of them turned into referral business.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Right.
Of
Truly.
course.
Like,
Of course.
70, and I
You
keep
heard
track
it
of
here. Business strategy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Handwritten thank you cards. Just do that. It's
That's
truly-
real estate 101, but
Yeah.
they don't
But
do
you'd be
it.
surprised how many people don't do it. And I met a couple young guys lately that did it, and I was really surprised. I'm like, that was awesome. And I kept them in my contact.
And how
Actually,
hard is that?
It's not hard at all. It takes 5 minutes.
Well, social media's kind of replaced that now. I'll just reach out and touch the there. And
No.
at least it's a touch.
Sure, yeah.
It's not the
I agree.
same. It's not the same.
No, it's not. It's not.
Now, it may land differently with the age of the clients, right?
Sure.
You and I get it. Yeah, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Y'all get it. Okay, whatever. And then trash, you know. So it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah, the impact, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Well, what else? Who else
So-
is going to lose their job?
So the mailman's going to go away because
I
there's
hope
only
not.
2 people that
Right.
like to get
mail.
mail.
Yeah.
one of those
yeah.
in this room.
Yeah, I think we're
getting
gonna,
something.
We're going to continue to have the service industry, right? So that'll stay intact. I think that the administrative will probably be eliminated to some respects. Analytics will probably be taken over by AI just because there's human error, right? So we want to make it as efficient, quick, and correct as possible. So I believe that those roles will probably be resolved. I hope it starts teaching our children pretty soon because teaching is while it's a wonderful process. I don't know if you you
It's
remember
like
your.
Is it a service kind of
It
too?
is definitely, well, it is kind of a service, but I really think
Yeah.
that people shouldn't do it. And the reason why is, have you seen people at the end of their career as a teacher?
Oh, yeah.
They're not happy people.
No.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So we
You
should
put up those little bastards for 45
Yeah.
years. You would
So
be
we
too
should
happy
spare
either.
the teachers, okay? They can do something else.
Or they can assist AI with
There
a
you go.
personal human with
Yeah,
these kids,
something like
because
that.
kids
Yeah.
still need human
Yeah.
interaction somehow.
I agree.
They could teach the arts. You would want a human teaching the art,
But
right?
I will say this
Yeah.
about teachers, though. Some of the most impactful people in
Yeah.
my life were teachers.
I agree.
Yeah.
I do agree.
Truly.
But
I understand what you're saying. I think that's because our education system's broken.
Yeah,
I
it's-
think,
Yeah.
I think
Yes.
the system itself
I
is
agree.
broken.
Yeah, it's not their fault.
No,
same
it's
thing
not
with
their
like,
fault,
Same
but-
thing with like doctors and stuff. Do you think? And that's the other thing that I wonder if like surgeons are even going to be.
So-
You know what I mean?
They're already
surgeons
using
use robots
Yeah.
now, right?
Yeah.
So that they already use them, right?
Yeah.
You're not even in the operating room anymore. Okay, they it can be in another location and operate on you with a
Yeah.
machine.
It's crazy.
Through the
Yeah.
internet.
It's probably safer though sometimes.
Well, the one thing I heard
I
was
think
this
so.
AI,
well, less germs.
Right.
This AI talk I went to, the guy said what's going to happen is people in these positions need to become directors of AI.
Yes.
They need to understand how to use AI in their positions. Because I always look at the first two low hanging ones that, in my mind, financial advisors and marketing people. Because I can go on and get I can put all my information in AI and it'll give me great portfolio recommendations. So you got to understand how to deal with people. And then marketing people, if you're not really good at the human connection, I can build an AI agent to do all of my marketing for me. But I have someone in my office who understands us intimately, and she's fantastic. So she won't be replaced because of that.
Yeah.
But I think there's a level of if you use AI to enhance your position, it fortifies you. But if you're not good at your job, you can be easily replaced.
It's like you said, the human skills are so much more important now.
Yeah, I tell, in the law, right? So litigation is not going to go anywhere, estate administration, but like corporate law, transactional stuff. A lot of people think they can go on AI and just get what they need. I'm like, cool, go for it. What I tell my attorneys, like, we have to be able to ask the right questions. Because you may think you need this type of contract and go on AI and get a draft. They don't even know what they're doing. They don't even know the right questions to ask. So the tactical legal stuff, yeah, AI can do. But we have to know how to get to the real issue. Because 9 out of 10 times when a new client comes into my office with a problem, there's 5 other ones I find in that first 5 minutes of that conversation
I bet.
they didn't even realize
I
just
bet.
by having a discussion with them. So we've got to be able to inquire and ask better questions. Like, I think that's how people stay ahead of AI. Because AI is great for responding to a query, right? And producing something you tell it to produce in the way you want it produced. But they're not having a conversation back with you and really getting to the root cause of things. That's where professionals, especially service professionals, have to get really good at. Understanding people, reading a room, looking at a person in the eyes, watching their body language. How are they sitting? Why are they sitting that way? Is this making them uncomfortable? Like, knowing those types of things
Sure.
will put you head and shoulders above anybody else. That's how I see it.
What about pilots?
Yes.
They'll be replaced.
Well, think about it. There's drones now. Why not a pilot?
I want someone flying the plane I'm getting on. I mean, I just want a person there.
Preferably a guy over 45 years old.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Or a
care.
woman over 45
No,
years
I
old.
don't, I'm okay with that. Because, I mean, so look at some of these Air Force and Navy pilots, these young guys flying fighter jets.
I hear stories. My wife works for an airline. Trust me, I hear some
That's a
stories.
different ballgame, man. I mean, I can see that, but I think I would not. I don't know if I feel comfortable getting on a plane. There's no
Well,
pilots.
think
Yeah,
about it.
right.
There's self-driving cars, right?
That's
I mean,
coming.
they
Have you tried one?
No, not yet, but I
Have
want
you
to.
tried one?
Like getting in one where it's self-driving.
Yeah.
Yeah, my stepson's got a full-on Tesla self-driver. He uses it. And I'm like, oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that's crazy.
I'm a
It's
control
wild.
freak.
Yeah,
Okay.
you better be holding on to that wheel if I
I'm
get
a
in that
control
car.
freak.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Well, I
Yeah.
can't drive, so I mean, it can't be any worse.
Right.
The condition of your rims has shown it.
I know,
I
good
haven't.
Lord.
They're all over.
My rims
they're
are
all
so
over
bad.
Pittsburgh. I think they had a company here.
The autonomous
Yes.
ones. Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think like if you go to places like Texas, they'll have them.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like
LA.
a self-driving Uber?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Oh,
they
I've
just
been in a
come and
self-driving-
pick
yeah,
you
I've
up.
been in
You
a
haven't?
self-driving.
Okay.
It was in Texas.
Wait, you
actually.
would what?
Okay,
You went
see?
in an Uber and there's no
Yeah,
driver.
self-driving Uber.
How'd
yeah.
you do?
It was fine.
You're still here.
I was a little bit buzzed.
And you were in the back
This
seat.
is awesome. I'm like, this is awesome.
You were in the back seat.
Yeah, I was not. I was in the back seat. Yeah.
Well,
Who gets in the front seat?
No one.
Yeah, I don't get.
Well, those some
you get in the
Uber
front seat in an
drivers.
Uber?
I think some Uber drivers, if they have if they're taking like 4 people.
I'm
Oh
not-
yeah,
One in the
no, they
front,
will.
yeah, 3 in the back.
That's,
No, yeah, it was
you
just-
have to order the XL. Like I'm
I use
never
the XL
sitting in the
too.
front. Okay,
The black
Yeah.
service.
Like, I'm not.
Who
It's
does
weird.
that?
It's weird sitting in the front.
Or someone else's.
Yeah.
I'm not
It's never
doing
going to
that.
be me.
Yeah, I'm not the same way. I'm like, I'm paying for the Uber. You guys get in the front.
Right.
Someone else sit in the front
Yeah.
seat. I'm not doing it.
Because then, like, I might have to like talk to that person.
Well, I always put my preferences, no conversation.
Yeah.
Cold and no conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what my preferences set. So
Yeah.
they just be quiet and make sure it's nice and cool in the car. Unlike this room.
About Santa Claus. Santa Claus going to go away because AI?
No. He's
Isn't that a
magical.
tradition?
You're destroying dreams, man.
Yeah, now we're talking about culture and tradition, right?
Don't you think that's all under attack anyway?
Why would Santa Claus go away because of AI?
I don't know. Will AI change the way we celebrate holidays?
But why?
I don't know.
I think I might be more creative, right? Because I can just ask AI for like,
Yeah.
what am I going to serve for
Yeah.
Christmas? And it's
Yeah.
going to make me a full-blown menu. It's going to give me
Yes.
suggestions on how I'm going to set the table.
Yes.
It's going to tell me what time I have to put each
Yeah.
I didn't
meal
even-
in the oven to make sure it all comes out at the same time.
Yeah.
So,
You don't need that. You're already a
know.
baker. You don't need that.
But I mean, in theory.
And it can look in your fridge potentially because
Oh, that
you
would be
know
awesome!
that?
And order
You can
my
do that
food.
now. It can-
I
Yes.
know. Tell him. He
You take
doesn't
a-
believe
you
me.
take a picture
He's
of what's in
laughing
your
his head
fridge.
off.
You literally, if you take a picture in your fridge and say,
He's like, you're from
Give
the
me a-
future, and
give
it's
me
like,
a
no, it
recipe.
happens now.
it'll give you a recipe.
Yeah.
It'll look at what you have in your fridge. It'll give you a recipe. I've
Yeah, it's
done
like
it.
you're dangerously low on
it's
eggs. Get to the
crazy.
store.
But how did it taste? Like you've done
Yeah, I
it?
made it.
Like
Yeah,
you
I
made it. And
was
what
just-
was
It was like a
it?
stir fry recipe.
Was it
Okay,
bland?
that's not
Was
too
it
bad.
No,
seasoned?
I mean, I know how to cook.
Did you put spices
But I
in
was-
it?
Do you?
Like there was some seasoning in there.
Yes,
Okay, because
yes.
did it suggest
Because
seasoning?
yes, it did. So it said, based upon what you have, here's a few recipes. Do you have these seasonings? And I said, yes. And it said, okay. And it gave me a recipe.
Okay, I want to do that.
I'm telling you, it does.
Yeah, but you could probably just kind of freestyle on some of the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the way that you would spice
Yeah.
chicken would be,
Yeah.
probably to your liking, and
Yeah.
it's where you
That's why I don't-
freestyle
that's
on
why I
it.
don't bake.
So the humanity is not completely taken
No,
out of it,
no, not at all.
but it does all these things for you. So it's not that it's not making us dumb necessarily. It's just
Should be
like
making life easier.
The bandwidth,
More efficient.
Yeah.
right, is like you have more bandwidth for other things.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
thinking about what the hell I'm gonna make out
Yeah.
of these 4
and we're,
ingredients that I have.
and we're so damn bored, we don't have anything else to fill up that bandwidth with.
Well, I don't know. I'm not bored. Are you? You're not
I'm not
bored.
bored.
I think the average
You're not
person.
bored.
I think I'm never bored.
Yeah, right.
But the average person, though,
Really?
I think the average person is quite bored. I do.
I don't know.
I do.
Or dumb.
And I think that there's a lot dumb. There's a lot of dumb going on out there. Yes.
I just think to your point, like AI gives you time.
Yeah.
It gives you it literally.
Like
and
you said, you're buying back your time.
I've calculated it gives me about 10 hours back of my week just by things that I've automated in my life that I used to do manually or have to think through. It's just on autopilot now, and that would take me about 8 to 10 hours a week. So that saves me again, makes me a lot of money based on my hourly rate. If I just calculate it that way, that's a good amount of money. It's over $250,000 a year.
Do you think, and I'm not saying in the next 4 or 5 years, it might take a decade, maybe not, or maybe a decade and a half. Do you think that the displacement of the workforce is going to be significant enough that the country may have to go to a government-driven minimum salary to the citizens? There's a term for that, which is not coming to
Universal
mind.
No.
basic income.
Yeah, it's like a
Universal
universal
pay.
pay. Yeah.
Wait, am I
income.
going to have to pay taxes for that?
You're
Because
gonna have to pay
I am
for it.
not supporting that.
I'm not going to support it
Okay.
either.
No,
Yeah, universal basic income.
I'm not voting for that. That's not going to work. I mean, I think maybe. I mean, don't we do that now?
Where do they do that? It's like Finland.
Yes, we
and-
do.
It's called welfare.
There's a couple over there that
countries
have
do
them.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They even encourage you to go over there and buy those. If you go and like, buy a property, they'll pay you a salary just for so many years if you go because they have their population's so low. Some of those kind of smaller countries over in Europe, if you come and buy
Well,
a
the
piece
birth
of
rate's down
property-
here too, right? The birth
Yeah.
rate's down everywhere.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Italy was doing that
And
for
why
like
is-
these
and why is
beautiful
that?
places.
Why is the birth rate down?
Because people realized they didn't want kids.
And why is that?
Because they had like one and they were like, we're not doing this again.
I think 2 people in the workforce now compared to 1.
Yeah.
More people in the workforce, things are more expensive, so it's harder. Like, think about it, if you have 2 professionals working, like, you're not having 4 kids. You're gonna have 1, maybe 2, right? 30, 40 years ago, people were having 3, 4, 5 kids because one parent stayed home and one went to work because things were cheaper. Now most families that have more than 1 kid have a double income. Have 2 parents working. They almost have to. I think that's a big part of why the birth rate's down. Like, if I had 4 or 5 kids, I would have lost my mind years ago. I mean, truly. I mean, when you think about it, managing 3 is a lot.
I had 2 and then ended up with 5.
Well, that was a
lot.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
Yeah,
That's
a whole team.
Yeah, I got I got a starting infield at least.
Yeah, you got a whole basketball team. Definitely.
Yeah,
I think that there's just a cultural shift, to be quite honest with you. Like,
no question. Do you feel it? Like, I feel it. Probably because of my age.
sure.
But, like, I that tapestry, looking back those 60 years, I've seen multiple shifts, I feel like. And when the internet started 3 or 4 years into it, you could see all these crazy changes. And you would think about, what's it going to be like? I could never have envisioned in 2001 what it was going to look like now. It moved way faster than I thought was possible. I mean, social media was not a thing till MySpace. And even MySpace was so archaic, and it wasn't a great example of the interconnectivity. It basically just exacerbated the web's interconnectivity, right? They gave vehicles to really just immediately reach out and touch people, as opposed to message boards or
Yeah, it was a chat
messaging.
room. That's what it was.
Who was that? Might be Tom. Was that the guy?
Yeah, Tom.
Where is Tom?
Tom
now?
is your friend.
Yeah.
Tom is my
He was
Tom
looking
was
over
my
your
first
shoulder.
friend. Yeah, he
White
was.
t-shirt on.
That's exactly what it was.
Where is
Yeah.
Where's Tom?
Yeah,
That's
right. Where
interesting.
is Tom?
I'd be curious.
Probably dead.
Oh my
That's
god.
morbid.
I know, right? Immediately.
He might
though.
never have existed. That might not even have been a
You're
real
right.
person.
He was the founder of
Yeah.
MySpace. He was the founder.
I think he was.
He was the
yeah.
founder of MySpace. Yeah, he was.
So was that movie about him?
What movie?
That
That
was
was a movie off
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
That was Facebook.
So no.
Well, if you go to MySpace, it's still up. Have you gone there recently?
It's a music site
It's in,
now.
well,
Yeah.
yeah, but it's in Skeletor form. Like, you
Wait,
don't
can I
really-
still view my page?
I tried to pull down old
Maybe.
pictures and
That
stuff, and there
would be
wasn't
really
what's
cool.
available.
I don't even want to look back.
Oh, I do. I want to see it in all its
Remember, you were
glory.
able to change all the background.
Every bad decision.
Yeah,
Like,
you could
all
put-
the, oh, it was so bad.
You could put your.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Oh my god,
my
the
God.
code that I wrote to make that page look the way that it looked, okay?
Oh, they let you do that?
HTML?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my
you
gosh.
can use it.
My
You could do that?
entire page was just awesome. Let me tell you. It was like glittery. It had all kinds of like dancing people all over it. It was awesome. Okay?
Mine was blue. Just blue. That's it. Just blue.
Yeah. I would love to take a
should
look
try
at it.
it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
try.
you should try.
Yeah. I don't remember what my login was. I have no idea.
You can go and get in there if you can figure it out.
Yeah.
If your email is the same, they'll send you a new password.
It might be.
But I don't even know who owns it. Like, we should
know.
Wikipedia that and find out why. But it's all like in
Yeah.
Skeletor form. It's
Yeah.
just not.
They probably had to. The liability.
Yeah. it
Okay?
just-
They needed to scrub that thing, okay?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
definitely
they
can
could
scrub
not
that.
leave that up,
Definitely.
okay?
There's a lot,
Yeah.
a lot of shit on there that people probably don't want out there.
No.
Yeah,
Or-
you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, 'cause I
Yeah.
remember like.
It's just a free for all.
I'll give you a funny story. When I lived with one of my best friends and we were in our 20s, we shared a computer. So I remember one time like going on the computer and going on MySpace. Why do I have all these like friend requests from guys? He went in and changed my profile to say I was interested in men.
Yeah.
I didn't realize for like 2 weeks.
Good
And I kept
lord.
getting like all these weird messages from guys. Like, what the fuck is happening?
That's such a good prank.
It was. He
That's
got.
such a
I
good
paid him
prank.
back multiple times
Yeah.
since then. But he got me. It was my own fault for leaving my profile up and not
Yeah.
logging out. But he went in and just changed interested in men, and I never thought to look. But I'm like, every day I was getting friend requests and like weird ass messages. I'm like, what the fuck? And yeah, 2 weeks later I figured out. I'm like, you son of a.
So what he's saying is he was popular.
Apparently,
He's
for a
always been
2-week period.
popular.
Apparently so. Apparently so. It was definitely an interesting time, and I knew from that point on to always log out of things.
A lesson in identity management.
It was a big lesson in identity management. Yes, absolutely. But
How do you think
got-
AI is affecting the online dating world?
Oh,
Anybody know?
well, I don't know.
I have no idea.
People use AI like in.
That's one place
Oh
you
my
wouldn't want
gosh.
AI. You wouldn't
Oh,
think.
good Lord. Can I use it for that too?
Well, it's
I
like
I
how
didn't
would
think
you
about that.
How would you
How-
respond to this? You
Oh, no, I'm not
maybe,
doing any of
or-
that.
Do you know that you could
Oh,
really
yeah.
manipulate?
Oh,
See,
yeah,
this
you
is
could.
More than ever.
you
yeah.
could,
So this is like manipulation, and that's so interesting. Is like what people could get out of that. You know?
Yeah. Well, you can make deep fakes of yourself or people like with AI, which is crazy. Like videos of like you can put a picture of yourself and then put an audio, and it'll look like you're talking. If someone doesn't know you very well, they'll think it's
I'm getting
you.
ready to
Yeah.
do that with real estate videos. I'm working
Yeah.
on it right now.
It's
They're
wild.
still perfecting my speech, and I had to go like through a 20-minute dictations. It's supposed to analyze all that, but I'll be able to put out real estate content. They'll change my clothing, the background, me walking around a city or something. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
So
I hope it works. People, that ain't you. If people can tell it's not me, then it kind of defeats the purpose.
Well, the question too is when you talk about dating, like people are just getting into relationships with AI.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that, what was the one
Right.
movie? But I think people are doing like because you can voice chat with Chat GPT, and people are having like actual like therapy conversations with Chat GPT.
That is actually how Chat GPT is used the most.
Yeah.
Is therapy, especially in like younger, not kids. I don't want to say that, but like
Young adults.
young adults, we'll call them. Yeah.
Well, is that industry under attack then?
Yeah, I think
Therapists
so.
and-
Do you know how hard it is to
Psychology
get in?
industry.
Like, I
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
friend who, like, she can't get into like her appointments. It's like months, right? And so why not use AI, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
To be able to overcome whatever it is, and you know, no one's going to judge you because you just told them some crazy shit.
right?
Yeah.
There's
No,
zero
yeah,
judgment.
non-judgment.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't have to tell anyone. It's gonna.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But it's interesting because if you do voice chat with it, like it's like you're having a conversation with a real person.
yeah.
It's wild.
Girl gave me syphilis.
Well, no, you don't have to worry about that.
You tell it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No way,
I
don't
wouldn't
worry,
go there,
tell me,
but
tell
I
me
definitely
anything.
want to tell it off the bat. You do you, bro.
Well, then I would think about all the things that people were probably afraid to, that they probably want to tell their therapist, but there's still that human to human
Yeah.
uncomfortableness, and things that don't go discussed.
Yeah, but who then ends up hacking that? Right. So that's the way that I look at it. So the detail and the information is always there. Right. And we're inputting the information in one point. So the question then becomes, it's not secure. Like, so people who don't realize and aren't paying for it, right? Even the people who are paying for it
Yeah.
are really at risk.
Yeah.
But you're taking this information and you're just putting it out. Okay. And AI is learning from that. At some point, someone could just access that data and information, or it's being sold because it probably is, because that would make lots of money.
Oh yeah.
But what then happens, right? There's no security in it. Everything is just out there. So all of your therapy sessions, all of your chats, all of your formatting then is out and open to the public.
Yeah.
What happens then?
But think about it now. I mean, so much of our life is already out there, anyways.
Oh yeah, I mean, I
online.
wouldn't
So
care.
It's kind of like it's hard to draw the line because the moment you put something on a computer, it's hackable,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that's unless it's all built on blockchain, which is a totally different story. But I mean,
Yeah.
if you're putting passwords into systems, getting banking on a computer, I mean, it's the same thing. It's out there, so. I just think that's a risk we have to just assume in the society we're in now. I
Yeah.
think it's just the
I agree.
assumption of the risk.
What about this one? This goes a little deeper. What about the impact on social order once the ease of creation of the deep fake videos gets quicker and tremendously accurate? What kind of damage can that do to through social media as a delivery vehicle in terms of disorder, believability? You know, the Trump goes to the microphone and says that he just bombed North Korea, and everything about that, from the graphics to it looks, I think it could happen.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Like, okay, so help me understand that.
I don't. Go ahead. Do it. Like, so what is the purpose of the purpose of doing a deep fake that's doing that is to create fear and chaos. Well, except for it's only for the people who are going to see it.
It could be kids just doing it because they can. That's the scary part about it. The motivation doesn't always have to be sinister.
But do we believe it? Do we really believe
that's
social
the point.
media?
So to your point, like if it's a kid doing it, is it going to get?
It might.
I think that's
the more the technology advances.
But is it going to get like the play across the world? Do they think this is actually Donald Trump going on TV and saying he bombed somebody, that it was made in the basement in Carnegie?
No, he would tweet it.
Right. Yes. Right. Yes.
From the bathroom.
Yeah.
That's what
you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's got to be a level of responsibility in governments, right? I mean,
You're right.
Government has to have responsibility for it. So if someone puts out a deep fake video, I mean, it's going to get taken down pretty quickly.
I hope.
I mean, again, but it's just the same as it was like during the Vietnam War and World War II when there was propaganda. They were dropping propaganda from planes. It's the same thing. You didn't know if it was true or not. It was just propaganda being spread.
Yeah, like this whole thing you're talking about, like almost like a psychological warfare that we're in right now.
Oh, it's going to get. I think it's going to get worse as the increasing technology becomes more real.
I totally get that. Like you're talking about making yourself this AI so that you can save time, right? But you're not using it in a sinister way. Right.
I hope I'm not. I might be. I don't know.
Or whatever.
I don't know.
But right. So it's like, what is really real? It's hard to have discernment, and it's hard to ask the question, like, did I just see that? I ask that all the time.
People are asking that now. Yeah.
Right. I ask that all the time. Like, did you just see that? And it's like, yes. And it's like, okay, cool. Move on. Right. That's what's making things so muddy. It's the psychological warfare that it creates, right? Between ourselves and then other people.
Yeah, we start doubting everything. I guess what I'm saying is we're probably going to doubt a lot of our reality.
Right.
In a way that we didn't doubt in prior decades.
Yeah, I mean, look what you're doing. Like you said AI's going to do videos for you. Like, how do I know which one's actually you? Right, so
none of them will be me.
That's what I'm saying. So right there, you've created a false narrative for people, not in a sinister way.
It'll be my words. It'll be my words.
But what I'm saying, but it's not you. It's not you speaking them.
It's an image of me.
It's an image created as AI to look like it's you speaking.
Right.
So if you're attracting new clients and they say, "Oh, I saw you there," are you going to be able to say to them, "Oh yeah, I was there," or "No, that was AI"?
I'll tell them it's AI.
But that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is like what you're saying is happening now. You're
Certainly.
doing it, so it's
1,000,000%.
It's just here.
I just mean in terms of the world. The world order can be disrupted on a global on a big scale.
Yeah,
because of what we see and feel to be true. The reality appears to be able to be manipulated in a way that's so believable, potentially.
Yeah, across the board and everything. I mean, hence the real estate videos. That's a manipulation of reality.
I'm not gonna.
But what I'm saying is, I'm talking in theoretical, right? You're trying to pinpoint on just the bombing, but it's
something
like,
big, yeah.
But it starts with this, like this is the start, and then it goes from there, and then so it's if you're doing it, then the next person's going to do it, then it creates a chain reaction, right? If people start thinking it's acceptable to do that, then it's just going to happen.
There was a video that went on social media a week or two ago where there was a bombing. It showed the bombing of, oh my God. My wife was flying at the time. She was in Doha, in Qatar. And there's a video like 2 nights later where there's like bombs coming in. And it looked unbelievably real. And I kept examining it. Is it AI? Is it I? And I had to start searching the internet to see if they were actually getting bombed. By Iran, and they weren't, but it sure looked like it, man. And people were commenting, like thousands of comments, freaking the fuck out. I'm like, okay, I don't know. It's a very
media's done that though for years. When you think about it, I mean, they've used fake media for not just AI generated, just during the shutdown. They were showing hospitals that weren't anywhere during the shutdown.
I think that was the beginning of all this.
But I think it's always the news media's. There's a couple of documentaries I watched recently about the CIA and how they've been so entrenched in the media since the 60s that they've been manipulating media.
Yeah, like the moon landing.
But what I'm saying is, when you think about it, so AI is just another tool to do it. It's not like it's going to start happening now.
I think it's the tool. Though.
What's that?
In our lifetime, it's the tool.
Well, in our lifetime, but in other lifetimes, something else was the tool at the time. And then in the lifetime after us, it'll be a different tool that will be the tool. There's always going to be a tool in society to do wrong that has a propensity, or can give people the propensity to do wrong.
Yeah, but 12-year-olds probably didn't have access to it.
Let's be realistic. How many 12-year-olds say, I'm going to create a video of Donald Trump saying he's a bomb, or they're going to make stupid videos?
Let's just say the kids got access 5 years from now. Let's just say the kids got access to like these apps that are just hyper amazing now in realism. And the kid's got a dad who's like a left-wing zealot or a right-wing zealot, and hears it and does it. I mean, I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's probably going to happen a lot. And whether it's going to get traction, probably not. But there's going to be that one. There's going to be that one video that does go viral in a big way, made by a kid, that could be very disruptive to society. And we need mechanisms, I would hope, in place to pull back on that.
It's called our fucking brains. We should be able to like look at something.
You put too much faith in the human being.
Well,
dude.
listen, I mean,
you lived through 2020.
I understand that. I understand that, but I'm an optimist by nature. I like to think that when push comes to shove, the human condition will actually be able to think through something like that. If you're saying that a 12-year-old is going to create a video that's going to cause such a disruption that we're going to be like, oh shit, World War III is breaking out. Like, all of us would be like, yep, that's believable. I think there's going to be a big part of society be like, this is some horseshit.
Okay.
And they're going to look into it, and nothing's going to happen.
Or that's going to happen so often, those kind of crazy stuff, that we're going to get numb to it. So when something of consequence happens, we're not going to believe that.
Well, we are now.
That's how it is now.
Yeah, no one cares. And here's the thing. If I saw the president get up on social media and announce that he bombed somebody, I would be like, I don't care. I don't.
I mean,
okay? Like, think about it.
Yeah.
Like, what is everyone supposed to do? What are we going to do?
There's
Well,
nothing
right.
we can do.
Am I gonna like go out of my house and do something about
Look
it?
at the sky.
No,
Wait for the
I'm gonna
bombs to
turn
land.
on the news or look at social media
Yeah.
and see what everyone else is saying about it. But it's not going to change whatever happens in that moment or the next 2 days, because you're right. Someone's going to take it down or someone's going to make an announcement that really wasn't the president and he's safe on Twitter with his burger. Okay.
yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, like what disruption would happen? Like, do you think like we're going to start a mutiny internally, and this civil war is going to break out? Because you're right. Like when you think about like from just a common sense perspective, right? Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to get in a plane. Like, I'm going to go over there and help.
I am joining the military.
It's
We
not like
are going
right?
to take care of
Going to
this.
be 48 years old. It's
I
not-
think civil unrest is an area that could be manipulated in a big way in this country through artificial intelligence.
I mean, that's been manipulated now. So
Civil
I think,
unrest, I think that whether it's
Like
race
Trump got
generated
elected, okay? Civil unrest. It's right there. You saw it, right?
There's,
Like,
there's
have you
civil
seen?
unrest has happened for decades.
Yeah.
I think again, if people are, I don't think it's the AI that's going to cause the civil unrest. I think civil unrest is going to happen. AI just happens to be the tool, to be the catalyst
This time.
this time, and something else another time. So I think if people,
It's a scapegoat, just like anything.
That's
all it is.
That's a great way. Of
And
putting
then we
It's a
cast it
scapegoat.
out, and then we bring another one in, and
That's
we cast that one out.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. It's a scapegoat.
It's a scapegoat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
'Cause
all.
it-
Thanks,
it's-
AI, for being our scapegoat.
Yeah, because people are going to do shitty things. They're just shitty people in the world. They're going to find a reason to loot and pillage, and it's going to be, well, AI did it, something else did it, this did it. There's always a catalyst, and it's always an excuse for it. When people don't want to take individual responsibility for their actions or their station in life, it's always someone else's problem. I'm here because someone else, because I'm the victim. It's like, no, you just didn't do the work. Like, plain and simple. Like, civil unrest happens when people are looting and saying it's unfair. It's like, I was handed nothing in my life. I've just worked my balls off. That's it. So if I can do it, anybody can. Civil unrest, people just find the excuses. Oh, this is, this caused it. This
Is the victim mentality going to just increase the more AI gets proliferated and
I think the
grows?
victim mentality is just going to be there. It always has been and always will be. I think it's not going anywhere. I think we see more of it now because of social media, but I think there's always been that victim mentality in the world. There's people that are doers and there's people that are complainers.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I look at it. You're either a doer and you just, like, to your point, like, I'll watch something, I don't give a shit. I'm just going to move. It doesn't affect my world. Or my kids, I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to get distracted by it. There's people that get distracted by everything because they have no goals, to your point. They have no purpose. They haven't found what they're doing. They're just kind of meandering through life.
So you're familiar with that radio show, War of the Worlds?
Mm-mm. No.
That happened in the 30s?
Did they have the radio then?
So
I know, right?
So Orson, Orson,
I wasn't there.
Yeah, Orson Welles.
It was a radio story.
It was a radio story where aliens came down and
I think I did hear about
It was
it.
fake.
And the public went
Yeah.
went absolutely batshit over an audio recording.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't see how it's possible that we're not going to be disturbed by video visuals of something similar like that potentially, if it happens again.
I think
we are
numb
manipulable,
to it, but I think we're numb to it now. They said there was fucking
How
UFOs
numb are
during the
we?
pandemic. Like, cool. No one
Yeah,
gave
they
a
announced
You might be
it.
right. You might be right.
I'm
Do
saying
you remember when they announced it though?
No one
And
gave a shit.
I was like, hold on a second.
Right.
Hey, like
I
go
tried to say
way
that
back.
too. I tried to say that too, but
There's real life aliens now, and you're recognizing it.
Yeah.
All right, let's not talk about it at all.
by the way, wear your mask.
Yeah,
that's
right,
kinda
because
what-
that
that's what it
helps
was.
everything.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
I think people have just got numb to it.
Yeah. Everything's just so outrageous
Yeah.
all the time.
Okay, so
So
is
here's
that,
your noise.
I know,
Is that
I was just
right?
gonna
That's
say
my
that.
point. That's my
Yeah.
freaking point.
It is
Wherever, like,
outrageous.
it's like, okay. There's this crazy. To me, a crazy big political story. Whether you believe it to be true or doesn't matter. It's a big story. Well, one president tried to lie about another president, and it's a big effing story. The FBI's involved. They found burn bags, all kinds of stuff. It doesn't. The news cycle doesn't last long. It's like it's a big thing, but you know as well as I do. A couple months will go by, no one will be talking about it again.
Nope.
And it's like all these what we assume are big, heavy things. They don't have any staying power.
But that you just answered the question. We assume they're big things. You assume those are big things. To someone else, they don't give a shit.
I would say to most of society.
Well, I don't think. I think everybody has a subjective importance, right? So you're like, this is a big thing. You may be the one person in this room that thinks that. I may think that. I don't know, but it's everybody places importance on different things. Like truly, so it's just because you think it's a big thing. Not saying it's not. That doesn't mean everybody else does. So
Okay.
it comes down to
our president was shot in the ear, and someone else tried to shoot him.
okay.
And we have not had that happen, even an attempt on them, since 81.
Okay.
And did you think that got a lot of coverage, or you think it was just another big story amongst all kinds of other big stories presented to us?
I mean,
Was there any gravity to that story?
I mean,
real gravity?
yeah, but again, to people who care, like I believe you're making the assumption that everybody should care about these things. Most people don't give. So to me, it may have got just enough coverage for the people who give a shit. For the rest of the world, it's not turning on CNN or Fox.
I'm saying
they
that
don't give a shit.
I'm saying that every news hour, the stations claim there's breaking news. We've elevated even the mundane as
Okay.
being an urgent news thing that needs to get out to the public because it's hugely important.
It's the money.
Yeah,
They're selling ads. That's it. But to your point, like I think
So how do we disseminate what's actually life changing? Could be, and it's and things that are just also like you said, you don't care. There's no reason to care about. It's not going to affect me. How can we disseminate it anymore?
that's each person's decision to make. They have to discern it themselves. We can't sit there and
You're
say,
right.
Here's a way
but
to
how
do it.
how can we?
I can't tell you how to do it. You can't tell me how to do it. We have to each come up with our own way to do it because we think like you said, you don't give a shit about most things. Like I give a shit about some things. You give a shit about more things. You give a shit about the things you give a shit about.
Exactly.
So I can't tell you I can't tell you like you should think this is important. You
Right.
should
Because
discern
I would be
this.
like, that's none of your business what I
Right.
should be doing. And thank you so much for
Correct.
not telling me what to do.
right,
Right.
exactly,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
Yeah, and like I hate being told what to do, and like I feel like the media tries to
feel
tell
it.
me what to do all the time. So
Right.
I'm done like cable television is hilarious to me that people sit through commercials.
Well, it's entertainment.
I watch
now.
YouTube now. That's what I watch.
It's,
I watch
it's
anything,
entertainment.
YouTube
It's
or
not,
Netflix.
it's not news. There is no such thing as news anymore.
Right. Well, it is to somebody. Like my
Yeah.
parents religiously watch the news because that's a part of their day to day, and that's fine.
Yeah.
They always watch the local news. You know, they want to know what's going on in their area.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I think you just need to understand that it's okay that you care.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
It is.
that's a good point.
Yeah. It's okay that it's okay that it matters to you. And your opinion and position on it are still valid, even though other people don't agree with you. And I think it all comes down to like the personal perception, right? You view it and say, this is going to impact you, right? You're concerned about what happens in the future because it could impact those future generations or future people that may not know what the risk is, right?
Right.
And that in itself is there's value in that. There really is.
Yeah, I mean, I see that, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I'm saying it seems like to me that there's so much consequential national stories being thrown all the time. Whether they're, if you really stack rank them, were they really big or not? I don't know. But it seems like there's so much being thrown as breaking news or, red print. It's always, and it keeps it's almost like it works on the national anxiety.
Consequential to who?
Well, they're hoping their audience, right? How many millions of people watch these cable networks?
But what I'm saying is, you're saying there's all these consequential things, but that's, to your point, that's your personal perception, right? They may not be consequential to the three of us.
Do you remember? You're old enough to remember, and you probably do too. Do you remember what the news schedule was before the internet? It basically was your local news from 6 to 6:30 or 6 to 7, and then a half an hour of network news. And that was the only network news you got the entire day, because at 11 it was just the local news. Once in a while, Nightline was on or something, but there was a limited amount of information they could provide you under a 22-minute program. We weren't getting bombarded, so I would like to think that there was more discernment on what actually was a big story and what wasn't a big story.
Well, they were telling stories back then because they weren't really trying to sell us anything, I don't think, back then.
Right.
And then it evolved over time because they figured out that they could absolutely make money, more money. And then they just capitalized on it. It's all about the dollar. When it comes down to it, it's all about the dollar.
100%.
That's the world that we live in. I mean, we can participate or not as much as we want.
Right.
That's the best part about it. But that's just how it is, and that's how it's designed, and that's how we're supposed to be wired, because we're consumers, or looked at as consumers. And that's all we're looked at as.
Exactly right.
That's it. I would love to think more. I'm not sure that I feel that way personally. You're just a number. You're just a no. You better buy something. Well, how come you're not buying anything? I know.
I totally will.
That's all.
I'll buy some stuff.
Yeah, of course, because we have to, right? Yeah. We just have to. That's the world that we live in. But there's an evolution to that. I took communications way back, and that's what they would talk about, is the evolution of how news was delivered and what news was, and just everything. And it is constantly evolving.
Yeah.
Most people, like I used to say, I get my news on Sundays when I watch 60 Minutes with my parents.
Yeah.
I used to say that out loud to people, and they would laugh at me, and I'm like, I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Because those are good stories.
Yeah.
They're good stories. That's all I care about. The local news, not so much. Maybe occasionally, like when a bus sinks into a hole or something, and there's Christmas ornaments out there with it.
Yes. When you think about it, you really answered the question. You said that there was more discernment back then because they only had 22 minutes. Now we have channels that have news 24 hours a day. They have to fill the time with something. So it's just the nature of the beast. It's not that they're trying to like not give something credit. It's they have 24 hours of a news cycle to fill, not 22 minutes of 2 times a day. It's a 24-hour news cycle. So they have to have enough stories to get ads or get advertisers to pay to put ads on their station. Back then, there was 22 minutes. So they had to pick the most important stories because it was news. They weren't selling ads. They were giving news. They were discerning, and it was journalism. Now it's sensationalism. We have 24 hours. We have a bunch of commercial breaks. We've got to fill them. We've got to get people here, so we got to make everything's breaking. We need eyeballs here, or the company goes away. It's capitalism.
I don't know. I guess I'm just nostalgic for the before. Things were easier to me, I think, to digest and maybe navigate a bit in terms of the social part of my life before the web. And I made a living on the web. I'll first admit it. I took advantage of it, but now I think I'm getting to the point where I just feel overwhelmed by the amount being thrown at me all the effing time.
Just look the other way.
Yeah, I mean, I've got mechanisms in place to pull. I could be getting it a lot worse than I am, but yeah, I feel like I have to sort through a lot of unnecessary shit all the time to find the good stuff. I feel that way a lot with, like, if I have an hour or two and I want to go to YouTube and find some things that I dig, and there's just so much, even in the subjects that I'll search for, there's so much crap I have to sort through. Like, it's cluttered to me. Just a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah, that's life in general. I think life's always been cluttered. It's just a different type of clutter now.
Yeah, I guess. This was good.
Yeah.
I feel like I got, like, teamed up on tonight.
I know. I kind of feel bad.
I'm a little bloody over here.
I'm sorry. We're just not going to be able to get the 4 of us together again because
why not? This is great.
go so well.
Do it in the winter when it's not so hot here.
Great.
Not so irritable.
You think it's hot here?
It's warm.
Always hot.
It is
Is
warm.
it?
It is warm.
Yes.
Just a little bit.
Yes.
I'm going to have to get another air conditioner. I'll run 2 of them in here.
Like, how about 3 of them?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I could probably run 2. I could run one and vent it out the other little portion over there. And run it back here.
You could do that high velocity air and you could put it in the ceiling.
What's that? Oh, you mean like a
They have
mini
like little
split?
tubes. No. So what they do is you would put them up on the roof, and then you don't have to do ductwork. You just put these little. It's probably about this big, and so you would place them like 3 or 4. That's what I'm putting in the house.
Right on.
Because I don't want to do ductwork.
I
I'm
know.
not doing that.
I remember. I don't blame you.
Take note of that. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not my building.
I know. That's
And the
what
guy,
was
I mean,
too.
the reason I have that is, let's just say that, I don't care if I say it, the HVAC has been broken for like 16 years and it's not fixing it. So he put a window air conditioning over there.
Yeah.
And I was on my own to find something here. And I didn't want a window in here. So I'm venting it out the mail slot.
Yeah.
I mean, it works, right?
Yeah.
For the most part. I mean,
It's
it's
just been-
not
it's-
absolutely unbearable in here.
It's been
I mean,
so
it's
hot.
It's been worse.
I don't have any of the
yeah.
lava lights on. I don't have anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been hot the
heating
past
up.
couple of days. It's residual heat's definitely in here.
Oh, but yesterday, him and I were supposed to film on Tuesday, and I came up here at 2:00 on Tuesday or whatever it was. I almost choked to death.
I would have melted.
I came back 20 minutes later. Yeah, it was bad. I'm
I
like,
would have.
It's awful.
whatever. I appreciate you doing this. We're going to definitely do this again.
Yeah, it's fun. We'll be nicer next time.
Yeah.
I mean, I want it. I want it because sometimes, like, when I come up with these and I write them up, I'm like, yeah, these things are disturbing to me. I want to share. And then after I'm done, I'm like, I guess they're really not that disturbing to me.
Well, I think that's a good thing,
Or
though,
they
right?
can
It's a good
be.
thing.
Yeah,
It's a very good thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can be disturbing to you,
Oh,
but we're not going to like judge you
I
because
always
of that.
I always want the ability to change my position on things. And,
Yeah.
and when I don't get enough of that, I think I it's not healthy. I got to have people challenging,
Yeah, for sure.
you know.
I think you should shut your phone off though whenever you do the podcast, and the reason why is because
Why?
you speak on these subjects, right?
It's all-
okay, and but I mean, like, your phone is listening to you.
Yeah.
So what ends
shit.
up happening is you have these conversations and you state what your position is,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe you look at them in whatever the way that you look at them.
I never
and then,
thought about that.
And then it feeds the algorithm,
Mm-hmm.
right? So then whenever you're scrolling on social media, it is then you see them,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And it further feeds the algorithm. So you are literally just inundating your social media with your
Garbage.
opinion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's going to be all over your feeds.
I
When
know.
you doom scroll tonight,
It's going to be
then you're going to
awful.
have to rot tomorrow.
I know. Please rot tomorrow. Please rot
Yeah.
tomorrow.
My kids. Hey, when's the last time you rotted? They're gonna look
My
like a-
kids will
online.
not even know what that
They
means.
might know what you're talking about,
I'm gonna
actually.
ask
My daughter
daughters.
probably knows.
Yeah. Do you guys ever rot?
Yeah.
How's that going?
My kid will be like, Mom, no.
Yeah, I know.
I say
I
the
know.
cringy words, and they're like, don't say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It's, you got to
Yeah,
sometimes.
my daughter said, "Dad, don't use our slang.
Yeah, that's not for
Don't
you.
use our slang." I'm like, okay.
I always say my generation created slang. So
Well,
I use it
yeah,
every
well,
once.
like, and then and my
Every
daughter would say-
generation
my daughter would
says
say,
that.
"Oh, that's cool." I'm like, I said,
So-
"Gwen, don't use my
it's
slang."
my personal perception.
Yeah. I'm trying to bring back like rad.
That's a good word.
That was
Yeah,
good. Rap
that's
was
such a
good.
good- yeah.
Gnarly.
Maybe I'm on the fence about that one. I feel
Yeah.
like Heaven's the Betsy for sure. My
Heaven's
grandmother,
the Betsy.
my grandmother used to say that. I'm bringing it back. Heaven's
I
the
like
Betsy.
bitchin'. Bitchin's a good word.
Yeah,
Bitching was a Californian thing.
That was a good word. I like that word.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got that from.
That goes back to late 70s, early
It's
80s.
bitchin', man.
I had a cousin come here in the summer from California every summer, and he would be like teach me all kinds of new words.
Yeah.
Parents didn't dig that too much. Dad, that was bitching. Where'd you hear that? Phil. Tell them to keep that California crap out of here.
my God.
Oh, yeah. All right. We'll do it again.
Yeah.
Thank you for giving me some time tonight.
Thank you.
Thank
great,
you.
Great group.
Thank you.
We're out.